Hey, Point of It All podcast listeners, this your boy River with 2 R's and 2 chances. Ain't gonna take too much of your time. Just remind you to make sure you send in your emails. askthepointpod@gmail.com. We're also on iTunes, on your Apple devices. You still gotta rate and review. You can do that there. You can even do it on Google Play if you got an Android. We're also on Stitcher, Podcast of Color. We need those pictures, those IG signs. So make sure you sending them to our Instagram page at TPOIA_podcast. We're also on Twitter. Make sure, help us get our followers up. We're at TPOIA podcast. And yeah, that's it.
Point of It All podcast, episode number 45.
Number 48.
45.
48.
40.
I learned from you to just start lying for no reason.
Well, you wouldn't know if it was 48 because you ain't been here.
Actually, I've been on the last few episodes, motherfucker.
Surprisingly, are you here still?
I'm looking right at you. I'm the ghost of Freddy.
That's funny though. I be looking at him on episode 39 and he wasn't here. I looked at him on episode 40 and he wasn't here. I was looking at him then too.
I've been on the last 3 episodes?
Yeah.
2 episodes?
Yeah. I got a little nervous. You here now? What's going on, man?
See, man, don't get spoiled now. I might disappear a little bit.
Oh man, I'm your host, man, Billy Ellis, aka the Black Teddy Rucks, man, aka Mr. Two Socks himself. To the right of me, not on the left of me, rearranging for some reason. What's going on, Riv?
What's up, man?
What's going on, baby?
Nothing, man.
Yeah,
just sitting here, man. Just chilling. Ready.
Yeah, let's get this podcast going, man. To the left of me, we got Fred Mac 2. What's going on, bro?
Mac 2, 45 with the 45. Bow, bow.
Yeah, okay.
You know.
You ready to drop bombs? All right. And then Mr. 48 over there, Freddie with 1D.
Please respect the D.
What's going on, man?
Shit, same outside.
I hear you.
Ready to do this?
Oh, well, let's get it cracking, man. All the pleasantries. How was y'all weekend? Or lack thereof?
Wait, what you mean lack thereof?
Well, I didn't really have a weekend.
Don't speak for yourself.
Okay, I didn't have a weekend. Well, how was y'all weekend?
That was cool. Straight.
It was good. I want to say happy birthday to my little cousin Joanna. She just celebrated her birthday yesterday. And my auntie, my Aunt Karen.
Happy birthday, Karen, girl.
Look.
What happened? She respect me too.
I'm fucking.
What's wrong with having respect, Billy?
Man.
What's wrong with having your black women respect the black men?
It's by River. That's what it is.
Why does that? Wait a minute. Pump the brakes. Why?
I don't like it.
Because it's his black women of his family.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
So clever.
Sorry, no, we'll talk about it over after the pod. It's fine.
I think we should talk about it now.
Happy birthday to my auntie Karen, man, and Joanna. Well, we celebrated our birthdays this weekend, so happy birthday.
I celebrated a half birthday today with some new shit.
Hey, I've never had anybody celebrate a half birthday before.
Yeah, me neither. It wasn't my idea. I was just there.
But rich white folks.
I mean, she is half white. I can honestly say it's a white thing, so I mean,
I guess you're right. I've never had anybody celebrate a half birthday.
Shit, I'm gonna celebrate a half birthday.
I think that's a good idea,
because my birthday falls in November, which is wintertime in Illinois. So
yeah,
like fuck that, I'm gonna celebrate my shit early.
Mine will be in June. So
no, you can't have one.
I can't have
River don't like nobody else in his mom.
My mom.
It's a half birthday. It's not like it's a full birthday.
It's all right. One celebration for the group. My celebration.
Why we can't share? Like, it'd be your birthday and my half birthday.
We'll do yours May 31st.
Selfish. We got a lot of emails here, and we got a lot of things to talk about.
Damn, you lying.
We
Lying again.
We eventually do have a lot to talk about. What happened last episode?
Don't get them amped up like that. Like we finna have a whole bunch of conversations.
Look, ain't shit happened this week, but we still got some shit to talk about.
Yeah, we will, but shit, you acting like it's on the docket.
It ain't gonna be a 15-minute episode.
We're gonna see what the ADHD takes us.
I think we all got ADHD.
We're just gonna let
you couldn't even play. You couldn't even play too long. I think we all got ADHD.
In that case, you got a
It's definitely just Kickstart.
Oh my god!
Hey guys, don't drink Kickstart and have you slurring your words.
Oh my god!
And shit like that. I swear I didn't drink.
Speaking of starving the land, how many I see? I know all y'all had sex last week. What? I'm pretty sure all y'all had sex last week.
We're pretty sure you had sex.
Now look. The first time it was offered, did you all add value and just say no? The first time. I know y'all did. I know y'all did it. Y'all have no self-control.
You have no self-control.
No self-control.
Did you have sex? You have, all right. Okay.
It's different.
Hey, no, you thought that it was the same. Yeah. Your whole argument was just the same for you.
And first of all, you're supposed to be leading by example.
Leading by motherfucking example.
I got took off guard because she literally like
she heard that shit. Yeah, and she's like, yeah, okay, he thinks he's started whatever. Take that shit.
All right, see about that starving.
That's why I went on board. The fucking leader went down an hour after the podcast. Down goes Freddie. Playing that shit.
It's different when you live with them.
Yeah,
it's different when you live with them.
These are the exact points we was making towards you.
At least y'all know I didn't initiate. I did not initiate.
You're supposed to stop it though, man.
So start a land, man. Supposed to be strong. Whatever, you gotta be strong.
You ran it for a whole hour.
For a whole hour.
I let y'all down. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try again this week.
Look, once you start following your own, we'll follow suit.
I didn't say that. I didn't say all that.
Well, look, did y'all at least even try? Did y'all at least even attempt?
No.
I got accused of doing it.
You got accused?
Wait, which one you got
accused of following your advice?
Oh, word?
Wait, so somebody who listens to the podcast met up with you and then...
Well, no, we wasn't even face to face. It was on the phone. We was trying to get something, and I just wasn't in the mood. So she's just like, "I said, are you starving the land?"
Oh! Shout out to that listener.
I'm like, no, it ain't that.
No, did you tell her you just ate?
I'm telling you. I gotta be on an empty stomach.
That's not Wait, so did she give you like any input or opinion on that? Like starving land, did she agree with it or not agree with it?
No, because that wasn't the purpose. That wasn't. I didn't say, hey, nah, I ain't gonna be able to do that because I'm trying to starve you out. It was just wasn't the right time. I just said, okay,
you could have lied at least say, yeah, I'm starving the land. You could have added value to your dick by lying. Like,
why do I need to add value to my dick to somebody that I already hit though? That doesn't make sense.
Oh, okay, we already hit. Right. But still, you
can't be like any respected more because
you can. Yeah, you can. Because think about it. You've wanted to hit past people that you've hit before. Like, you wanted to hit them again. So if they were saying no, like, nah, I'm not going. Men love challenge. Like, this is the thing about it. We love challenge.
No, we don't.
So,
really? I'm not chasing for shit.
We talked about this.
It ain't a chase, but you got something. Actually, y'all just like the easy. Y'all just like y'all like the easy pussy.
I don't like the easy pussy. I like mutual. Yeah, let's do our thing.
Not too hard, not too easy.
Right. Let's see how much I could tell you no before you to get you to do this or do that. Like, you're not going to use pussy as a.
But they don't use it. They just don't want to give it up
to get me to do stuff for you.
They just don't want to give it up. Like that easy.
I don't even know why we're talking about this anymore. Because credibility is shot. This is like it's done. Like
that don't mean I can't come back next week. That's what I did.
We don't even talk about this no more.
Watch next week, next podcast. I'm gonna be like, yes, I did it. I said no. I added value.
Right. Then I'm gonna ask her, did you actually do that?
Why she gonna look at you mad and say yes? She gonna be upset. She gonna be upset.
She said, I'll stay to my mama for a week. I've been over there for a whole week.
Oh man.
Sometimes you fail the first try. Sometimes you fail. But hey, you can get back up and try again. I mean, that's what I'm gonna do.
I hear you. We'll check back in next week.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm so looking forward to saying no. Denying.
Who's looking forward to saying no?
Nobody.
To the men who's added value.
Nobody.
Stop Land moving. Let's do it.
Hashtag start moving.
All right, so I want to bring this up real quick. It's a video that I'm gonna play. But there's something I want to sell. There's I don't know if y'all heard this, but there's British landlords offering free rent for sex.
I didn't click on it. I heard about it. I didn't click on it.
Yeah, I seen this a couple days ago. I said, "Oh, this is rather interesting." Played the clip and all that, and it's true. They are offering sexual favors for rent. We're talking about rent, yeah.
Right. Why can't you tell somebody, like, how could you tell somebody, hey, you can't give up your pussy for a March free rent? Like, you know, like, because first of all, they can't be around to know if you did it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, who gonna dictate that? You know, like, who gonna, like, so it's like, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
But you can stop, if you can stop a chick on the street from giving up her vagina, I mean, you can stop somebody from living somewhere.
Yeah, no, but that's because they're standing on corners advertising it.
If you got that posted on your building, hey, you can stay here rent free if you give me ass, then.
But you don't know who doing it and who not. Like,
it's probably not posted like that.
They gotta advertise it
also Craigslist type shit. I mean, even prostitutes that stand on the corner, even if you get stopped once, that don't mean you gonna get stopped every single night that you're out there. Police can't catch you every single time you do it. Right?
And they giving favors to the police. Some of them like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Getting favors too.
Yeah.
You know, hey, don't take me to jail today, please.
Right, what you gonna do for me?
Right. What you want, officer?
Hey, you know, there's a lot of things that's been famous quotes, and what you gonna do for me has to be top 5.
I don't know.
That is what it is, though. This is what you gonna do for me. That's how America runs. What you gonna do for me? If I do this for you, what you gonna do for me every time?
But see, the thing with that is, I don't feel like it will never go away, because there are people that's out there that will be okay with doing that. There's people that's in circumstances that sell their body as it is anyway to get ahead, and they're like, well, shoot, if I can have sex with this person and have rent free, and I ain't got to be under a pimp, or I ain't got to be a prostitute and getting half of my earnings to somebody else, then shoot, I might as well go ahead. I'll entertain that idea of having rent free, and
I don't know. I don't look at it that way. I think
clean and cook and stuff.
I don't think. I mean, that might be it. I was just thinking, like, I'm going rent free. I don't have this extra expense that I have to spend, whether it's like $900, $1,300 for rent, whatever. I don't have to spend this money for this. This is the extra money that I can keep for a little sexual favors for a week or two, whatever the case. It's wild. I didn't even know this was a thing when I seen it. Now that I seen it, I was like, I'm pretty sure it's happening in America too. This is never. I mean, I'm pretty sure it stopped nowhere in England. I'm pretty sure it's happening in America too. I mean, porn start this way too.
Right.
I mean, there's chicks who do coke that don't pay for it all the time.
Right. So they do some special favors.
Yeah, some special favors to get that ball.
My thing is, though, rent is a lot of money for rent. No matter where you go to. Yeah. So I don't see how having sex will be worth the cash. To me, it's like anybody that owns an apartment complex, they're making millions a year alone after that. You're letting management have these special favors for certain tenants, you losing out of money. Like, I don't see how who really benefits out of that besides the person that's okay with giving up their services to get rent free.
I know a guy right now. He's damn near a sugar daddy. He's damn near a sugar daddy. The only reason why I don't call him that is because he has a life at home. But he meets these women, whatever. I'm pretty sure they're down on this luck, and he tells me about these stories all the time. Like, yeah, I met this girl at the gas station. She her car got towed away or something like that. I mean, it just happened last week. It just told me the story that this girl got her car towed about her friend because her friend had a car and she had a warrant. Got towed away. Helped her, took her home or whatever, and he's been talking to her ever since. And she asked for some money. He was like, okay, I'll give you some money. And she's like, I'll give it to you, but I'll give it back. He was like, well, you don't really have it. I don't want it back. You know what I want.
What you gonna do for me?
Yeah.
What you gonna do for me?
That's exactly what he said.
Because typically,
old
school sugar daddies, they didn't get sex. It was they just needed the company and stuff like that. So
right, I shouldn't say it's a sugar daddy thing. It's just more of a a favor thing. Yeah. Whatever. But
I feel like in those situations though, it's supposed to be understood. Like some chicks just like just got like.
I scratch your back, you scratch your back.
Right, especially if you just come out of nowhere, can I get some money?
Right, especially. That's ballsy.
That is ballsy.
That's ballsy as shit. Just to
and I don't even know you like that.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would think at that point she already knew what she was going to have to do.
I would have been straightforward then. I wouldn't even have pussyfooted around. I would have been like, you giving me that thing.
Right. Well, he's that type though. He is that type. Right. He's like, I don't want you.
Right. He already said that. You know what I want.
Because it was already.
No, but I would have told her. I wouldn't even say, you know what I want. I would have been very explicit. She was very exact with that dollar amount. I would have been very exact with what I want.
He's a very cut and dry person. So it was already established already at that point that, like, I like you, you like me, you need this money. Okay.
What that mouth do.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So. It's wild. He tell me a lot of those stories. But I was like, you a wild one, man. Older than us. Like 40-something years old doing that thing. So, yeah. So, I mean, this is not too far-fetched. I just thought it was a wild thing to talk about real quick.
What would you do for a Klondike mouth?
God damn it.
I mean, but damn, is sex with one person 2 times a week? I hate to put it like this, but is the value equal to rent?
The rent? I don't think so.
Rent
maybe
is more compared to somebody
who's not getting it.
I was about to say it depends on the landlord. What if he just like somebody that's just no for real? I'm saying, what if he's just somebody that can't get it?
Yeah. Okay.
So that shit is golden.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that might be his going rate.
Right, that's how you get some.
That's his going rate. Well, yeah, it's water.
I can see that in a women landlords that's got this sexual hire shit. I couldn't imagine that there would be a woman that's a landlord that's got that as an option for exchanging sex for rent.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. I wouldn't be surprised.
Unless she's disgusting.
Right. Maybe.
I mean, we got a lot of wild stuff. I mean, it's that woman who got caught this week.
26-year-old teacher.
Yeah, she was maybe 26-year-old teacher who got caught having sex with an 8th grader.
No, I ain't knowing about that shit. Yeah. I mean, there's been stories like that for years of the shit. That's like the shit that happened a couple years ago with the hot ass teacher that had got pregnant by a young boy.
Yeah.
She ain't serving no jail time for it.
Okay.
Did he? Or did she? Or one of them did. Not.
No, I don't think she did. If I remember correctly,
I don't remember. But yeah, that came out this week. I mean, there's a lot of wild stuff that's happening. So I don't.
And we talked about that. Like, we was talking about, man, these new school, because old school teachers weren't doing this. But,
yeah, right.
The guys that get them caught, it's like, all you have to do is keep a fucking secret. You fucking your teacher.
I wouldn't tell
your friends. It's
nothing.
like I know you gonna want to tell somebody, but it's like, bro.
Yeah, but the problem is these is little boys that ain't mature yet. So they, of course, you like, man, I'm fucking Miss Green.
I will mature so fast.
I swear to God,
so fast.
I'm not telling y'all niggas nothing.
Tell nothing.
Look, if I knew what I know now,
River asks questions.
it would be a dude.
I will. Why you doing so much fucking detention?
River asks questions. I for sure I had to stay away from River at that point.
No.
I would have to wait till the affair was
rocking in your chair with your hands on your mouth.
I want to tell you.
I'm like, you got touched.
Where is these teachers at, man? When I was in school, man, this is crazy. 2018, man. There was one teacher I went to. I was just hoping she was done when she was. Anyway, Miss Coleman, I loved you.
I don't know. Shut that shit up.
I don't know how old Miss Coleman is anymore now.
What is that about? If she looks similar, you still gonna have that.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like in 9th grade, like 8th, 9th grade. And shit.
Does mean of a judge is seasoned.
Is very seasoned and vintage.
Yeah, it's a wine.
Vintage.
She's like a good cast iron skillet.
Oh man, so y'all want to jump? You got something? Anybody? You? All right, I want to jump in this email because we just got an email.
Oh.
3 minutes ago.
5 now.
Yeah.
4 or 5. 4 or 5. We gonna do 2 emails.
Alright, let's jump in this email, man. This is from Monique.
What up, Monique, girl?
Monique said
Netflix.
Oh yeah.
You know what? Did y'all end up seeing that Breakfast Club interview?
I did.
I seen the.
And they still didn't address the real situation, the real issue. All they want to do is just talk about how she felt like she's worth more because she's legendary. But she still wasn't addressing the fact that what Charlamagne was saying is, do you feel like it is what have you done lately type scenario?
Yeah.
And they still never addressed that in the Breakfast Club interview.
Her and her husband was, I mean, they came in the door with the agenda, which was, why are you giving me donkey of the day when I'm trying to do this, that, and the third?
I mean, they had valid points, but you still didn't address the real discussion. You still didn't validate
what you were saying.
What you were saying.
And they both have good points. Her and Charlamagne, which I agreed on both. It was just like, what was the point of this?
His name was Charlamagne that day.
Right.
Bernard.
Boy.
Like, what, called you by your government. Jesus Christ. Jeez, Auntie Monique. Jeez.
No, I didn't. I had no problem with the interview. I just didn't like at the end how she tried to come at Charlamagne saying that he was.
She said you are the
worth of a nation.
She said you are the type to give up your wife.
You're the brother that walked his wife into the house,
to the slave master,
knowing that she was going to basically get fucked by these slave masters.
Said, whoa, Monique,
and you come back and get her. That's how you are. I'm like,
that cut deep. That hurt me.
Damn, really? Because he don't understand. Because because that was right. That was like after it was done. Like they were still recording it. They even did they did 2 parts of it. They showed the full part where it showed that, and then they did a whole other one where it showed specifically just that whole discussion, that conversation after the whole interview.
It was a good interview. I just what was the point of it? Because we didn't get any. All I knew was they both had good points. Everybody was right. It was just
I got something from it that Charlamagne don't do enough research. Because he was still asking, if you're a reporter, you're supposed to do all the research and then present your facts. He presented facts, but he didn't do all his research, and she was catching him on that.
True.
So they didn't answer the question about, what have you done lately? but then they also show he only did half research and just threw his opinion out there.
Where you gonna get that information from? Where you gonna get those facts?
But that's the thing.
It's not gonna be a paper trail that shows.
If you can't get that facts, then why would you just throw out an opinion like that? If you can't get all the facts,
that's what he does.
And that's what she was catching them on. She's like, "Why are you calling me this? And you don't have all the facts."
Okay, well, see, this is the thing. If you want to record yourself asking the world to boycott Netflix, then you can present all the information to the table for us too as the viewers. You coming with some half-ass shit. The only reason why is because they only offer me this amount, where these other 3 individuals are getting paid this, and this. But then you're leaving out information about the fact that they didn't want to do a counter offer and all this other stuff. So we are only going based off of what you tell us too. And none of what you said in the first video made any sense to where it's like, oh, okay, I'm a boycott because they're only paying Monique $500,000. But you're not giving me no more details as far as why they lowballing you like that.
Well, I didn't see her first video, but I've seen other interviews.
See, you're not doing your research, bro.
No. But I've seen the answers to the questions that he was asking and that you were just presenting. Because she did other interviews. She did The View. And in The View, she answered, she said all the stuff that you was like, okay, she didn't present that in her first video. Right. But in other interviews, she was saying the same thing, plus saying, about the counter. So it was presented, it just wasn't presented in that first video.
Right.
Yeah, so he still didn't even get that when she was doing the interviews. But like that whole thing about him being, the guy to walk another black man's wife up to the master or whatever to let him have his way, is like, he really wasn't, how can I say? She was presenting the fact that black women in comedy were being done wrong and that it was going to continue to happen.
Which is facts, though.
And that black men are supporting their black women enough. Which I can get, I understand that point of it, that there are a lot of black men that are not supporting black women enough.
But she's pointing out him specifically.
Right. And there's a lot
could you say that's true for him? Because I've never heard really Charlamagne big up any black woman. I've never heard him really.
I have plenty of times. Yeah.
Wait, now I gotta jump in. If you don't feel a certain way, I'm not gonna feel I gotta do something just because I'm black. That's why initially I wasn't gonna say I need to see Black Panther because I'm black. I'm not gonna say I need to support Monique because she black. It's like I think sometimes we go too deep. No, but she was saying you don't support the black. It's like wait, I'm gonna support who I want to support. I'm not gonna support you strictly because you're the black woman and I'm the black man. It needs to be more than that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna cancel my Netflix. A black woman. A comedian said she's not getting what she should earn. I need to support her. She want me to cancel my Netflix. It's canceled now. Like, get the fuck out of here, Monique. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not going to do that. Like, I need more of a reason to do it than I'm a black man, you're a black woman, I should support your cause. It's like, no, I need more. And I think sometimes we let this black shit just overshadow the big picture. It's like, come on now, man. Like,
I agree that there are a lot of black female comics that ain't getting their just due. But how many black comics are out there right now that's actually on the grind that you see working?
There's a lot on the grind. I mean,
but how many do you see working out? Because I can't name any black comic females out right now besides Tiffany Haddish, if you want to count her, and maybe Monique.
That's just the big name.
That's the big name.
That's just a big name.
Sure, though, it's more. A lot of people don't check for the underground artists.
I mean, everybody's not checking for
the okay, we're not checking for underground. I'm talking about the big names. So if Monique is going to be able to compare why she should be able to get paid a certain amount of money compared to other comedians, especially of the same gender, like Amy Schumer, who is doing big success, like Charlamagne was saying, she's selling out arenas. She's been selling out arenas last year. She's been in movies last year. Monique, what have you sold out? You sold out of maybe small, intimate venues, but are you selling out arenas? Are you selling out shows? Are you?
What have you done for me lately?
Are you constantly in movies? And again, that's like you said. What have you done for me lately? That's how the business is. They got to be able to justify why we can pay you this amount of money for your stand-up.
Well, that's what I said. Neither one of them is wrong.
No, neither one of them is wrong. And if what Monique was saying was true about the fact that Netflix wanted them to sign a deal where they couldn't do anything for 2 years, like no other stand-up or any other material outside of what they were going to do for Netflix, then yeah, that's kind of fucked up. You only want to pay me $500,000, and I could be making twice that, if not more, in those two years doing shows in different cities.
Yeah,
that don't make any sense. So I get that.
She said that Charlamagne said that her recent work didn't warrant $20 million special, which is true too. I think the confusion came from Monique coming out comparing, Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle and all. They took it as her saying she deserves what they get, which isn't realistic. But if she's not saying that, I have no problem with her stance. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that was the downfall. Her argument would have been much better if she didn't try to include those three individuals into the situation. Right. But again, she's trying to prove a point, and that's the only way you can go about it.
So what have you done for the label business? And just real quick, just going back to what you're saying real quick, there is a lot of female comics that we don't discuss because they're not out there like that. That was out there before, Adele and Samore and all those other ones that was out there before. But
that was how many years ago?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying they're still grinding out.
Yeah, they're still grinding
out, but they're not as known. Like they're black known, they're not out known.
But they're not majorly known.
Yeah, right.
They're not internationally known.
Right.
And that's the only discussion. That's the issue that she's got to understand. You're not an international comedian. Yeah, you might have big success over here with us in the black community and in the U.S., but that's about it.
So yeah, I mean, like I said, both of them were right. They just had. I didn't see the point of having an interview. I mean, it was good entertainment for a good hour.
It would have been better if they would have answered the real question of, okay, what have you done in between the last movie you did, the last Christmas movie, and whatever else that you feel like you should be getting paid that amount of money, besides the fact that you're a legend in the game. Yes, $500,000 was a lowball to you, but you talk about you should begin with the legends make 10, 50, 20, whatever the case may be.
Again, I don't think she was saying that exactly.
But that's how she's coming off.
She was coming
right. That's how she
deserved more than 500.
And you're not right. And you're not saying what you feel like you should be getting paid either. You're just saying 500,000 was not enough.
Wait, you know who pissed off right now? Monique the emailer. Sean, what the fuck does this
happen? I was just going to say that.
Right. Y'all went on a whole other tangent on another Monique. I'm trying to tell y'all. But I'm cheating.
But I mean,
the fuck?
Right, the fuck?
But to her credit as well, just like the emailer that felt like we wasn't supporting our black system, then you gotta come with the logic too. Help it make sense to us. If you feel like what we saying is we're missing some cue, then you should be explaining that to us then, because I don't see where we're missing.
Oh, that's funny.
I thought that was pretty.
Y'all ain't supporting my email right now.
Look, I sent this at 9:56. It is now 10:15. Literally.
Let's try this again. What up, Monique, girl?
She says, "Hello, gentlemen. My name is Monique. Mo is in short. I don't know if you want to."
No.
Okay. I tried, Monique. My name is Mo, and I need male perspective on something. I work with this guy, and I like him. We work in 2 different departments, so our interactions are limited. But we do speak when we see each other, and now follow each other on Instagram. But I can't tell if he's just being nice or if he likes me too and just shy. I need help. He is so different from any guy I ever crushed on or dated before. I typically date men who are very aggressive, the alpha male type. He is more shy and kind of a wallflower. But the big difference is he is Mexican and I am a black female. These are new waters for me. How can I get him to open up or tell if he actually likes me or just being nice? I'm going to stop now before I start to babble too much. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Monique, for that email. We appreciate that. This is a little interesting one. Yeah, I like this one. So she works with this guy, which could be, that could be good or bad, depends, whatever. They follow each other on Instagram. She's black. He's Hispanic. Yeah, and he's a very shy person. Following on Instagram, that's just whatever.
Yeah, you can't put too much thought.
Yeah, you can't put too much thought into Instagram.
Well, unless he's liking a ton of your pictures all at one time.
Yeah,
that might give you some type of indication.
Yeah, if he
Does it though?
No, it depends. If he's like in a ton of pictures of you on Instagram back to back in a short period of time,
right?
Then yeah. But if it's just like random posts that you got on Instagram where you're not even in it and it's a ton of pictures, then yeah, that might not be the same thing.
Oh well, yeah, that's that too. Is he? I can't say it, but is he DMing you on Instagram? Is he putting comments like he putting heart eyes or?
No, but see, Shy Guy's not gonna do that. Shy Guy's not gonna do that either.
I mean, shooting your shot.
Speaking as a shy guy, he's not gonna do that.
But you're shy ass.
You shy?
Yeah,
he's very shy. You never. How do you not know that?
Because you know why? Because Fred, hold on, pause it. I'm sorry, we went too much up. Let's have Monique. We're coming back to that.
I know my guy. The man is shy.
No, don't stop. You know I gotta
Monique, what's going on?
I think she gotta take the ball and dribble.
Yeah.
Or she gonna be waiting. Yeah. Like if you this interested in a person and you waiting and you know that they shy, you know it.
Yeah.
You're just gonna have to shoot your shot yourself. Like you don't
put yourself out there.
Because he could be thinking the same thing that you're thinking. Like maybe she's just being nice.
Right. But because he's shy, he's not acting that.
Right. So you just need to just go in here, just
give him some nonverbal cues.
No. You ask him.
Yeah, right.
You ask him. Make it all verbal.
Wait. Just catch us to this. The thing is, he's dated aggressive guys. So if you like aggressive guys and you know that's your itch, then you might not want a shy guy. You got to really think about this. You can go for him. You can present yourself like that. Let him know that you're interested by like just next time you see him, just pass him your number. Say, hey, y'all should go out sometime or whatever, like for drinks or whatever. But keep in mind, if this goes good and you have to lead the way, you're going to have to continue to lead the way. A lot of women sometimes don't like leading the way. But if you're dealing with a shy person, that shy person going to continue to be shy even when it's going good.
I mean, that's partially valid. Okay. But I think if you've been dealing with him for enough amount of time, that shyness tend to go out.
I was about to say that.
Like after a year? Like
no, I'm not saying a year.
No, he could be just shy of just about shooting a shot.
Yeah, right.
But what if it's more than that?
She won't ever know if she don't go in.
Yeah.
She won't ever know. Right. And she said she's only used to guys being aggressive. That don't mean that's her thing. She just saying that's normally they come to her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, by him not doing that, I think that's what's making her more curious. You know, because she ain't used to it. So you know what I'm saying? Wait, you ain't doing what these other guys usually do. So
I think that'll eventually go away once the shot has been shot from 15 feet, from the field and all that. And the dude would be, I mean, I don't know.
So how long it took for shy girls that y'all mess with to stop being shy?
So I can't really be messing with a shy.
Me neither. So
I can.
So none of y'all mess with shy girls.
I don't know too many women that are shy though, for the most part.
I know a girl who was waiting on me to shoot my shot.
Okay, so but no, we need to find out if you mess with
I feel
shy
like that's
girl,
a little shy right in there.
Okay, so River, how long did it take for the shy girl to come out her shell after you got to talking to her?
Well, she was still shy.
So the shyness didn't go away?
Yeah, but of course, we can't apply that to everybody, right? So we don't know. Like I'm answering because she stayed shy, but like we don't know what this guy gonna do. He maybe
but
just.
I'm saying she's taking the risk of him not coming out that shell just as quick. He could come out that shell after a few dates, but it's a chance he might not.
Well, she never gonna know. She's gonna always be curious, and she's very, like she said, she's very into this person. I'm just telling her she needs to do something. If she's that curious, like if she's very interested in him because he's so different, otherwise they just gonna be two coins.
Yeah, so she's gonna have to take the lead on this one, then.
Right, and for all he know, because especially since he's a different race, he might feel like, well, shoot, she might not be thinking of me that way because for the most part, when you trying to date somebody that's another, or you trying to talk to somebody that's another race, you're worried about, okay, are they comfortable enough to date somebody that's not of their own race? Because there's a lot of people that are, I'm Hispanic, I only date nothing but Hispanics. I'm black, I only date nothing but black. I'm white, I only date nothing but white. So that is a new territory that she's stepping into, and that probably a new territory for him to even entertain. He probably like,
off of that point alone, you can just go to him and say, "Hey, you ever date a black woman? Would you ever date a black woman?" That'll be my fucking intro. I've done that. I've done that shit. I've said that. Like, hey, you ever date a black man? Would you date a black man? You could date a black man.
Okay, I've said that too. Yeah, I've said that too. But for him, if he's already shy, maybe he like if this is the first black chick he's been into, maybe he just don't know how they want to be approached. So he's just kind of like, I don't know. I'm not like the other guys you may be used to. Like, he may not know how to come at a chick of another race. So there's black guys that I've seen that I'll just use white women as an example, that the neighborhoods they grew up in, there was no white women. So when they moved to another area and it's a white woman, they come at them wrong. Like, they come at them how they come at the ratchets that was in their neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Just like, bro, you got to have a whole different approach. And they just not used to it. So he may be like, I'm not even used to talking to black women. I don't even know what I should say, what I shouldn't say, you know.
Talk to everybody like a human being, goddamn.
Well, no, because black women are a totally different breed.
Wait, so black women ain't human beings, Fred? Is that what you're telling me?
No, what I'm saying is...
Did you watch Black Panther?
Black magically, they are special. They are totally different. It's everything. They're totally different about everything. So, attitude, personality, it's just... Everything about black women is totally different. So you got to come on a different,
so understanding. We do approach.
I don't know if we approach like that. We do approach them different though.
Wait. What'd you say in the other episode? Tread lightly. Tread lightly.
I just know for black women, you just got to come with your game correct. You can't come with no bullshit.
You can't pussyfoot.
And a lot of people, that's what they be doing sometimes. They come wrong, or they might not have their shit together. Like, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. Because I know some black women that date some ain't shit niggas, and they didn't come with that shit correct.
That's every race, every ethnicity.
Yeah, everybody got
true.
But to the black women who they feel like are unapproachable, sometimes that's the ones that's just on their A game, and they don't want nobody less than on their A game.
Yeah, but when you come off like you're a fucking Uber bitch, ain't nobody gonna want to come up to talk to you. Like, if you was mean all the time, you have this exterior, like, you just, like, be like, this is a fucking dickhead. Like, a lot of chicks ain't gonna want to talk to you. They like, don't talk to him, he's a fucking dickhead. Like, like, you gotta seem approachable. You know what I'm saying?
Stop using that Nicki Minaj line of, you lucky nigga if my mean ass like you. That shit does not work for y'all. Stop that shit.
Oh, I love that.
Stop that shit. That's a dumbass fucking line. Stop using that as a caption. Because if your ass is mean all the damn time, ain't nobody finna like your ass.
I used to work with this chick, and she seemed mean all the time. So I said, fuck it. I'm gonna go to her. I was like, are you okay? She's like, what you talking about? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, you just the way you look every day, it just seemed like somebody just pissed you off. I'm like, you cool? Like, is this something you want to talk about? She was like, I didn't care. I just said it. I didn't talk. She was like, that's my face. And she just like left off like, okay. Like, then she told my guy when I told him that story, he was like, yeah, she told me she don't like people.
She don't like people.
I'm like, wow.
Well, we don't know what could have made her like that,
but still, I didn't have nothing to do with it.
Right. Some people just go through shit in life. Just like that.
Well,
I just say this, and I'm gonna leave it alone. Black women have been the underdogs. They go through a lot of shit. They're the last in the race. So I agree. I can agree with feeling some type of way, but like anybody, you don't want to walk around with a chip on your shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the email goes, shoot your shot. You never know, what can happen if you just go out there, just take it. Obviously, he's not going to, or he's going to wait a little while. I don't know. But, yeah, shoot your shot from the field.
And if he does shoot his shot, take that as he really is feeling you, because it takes a lot for a shy person to be like, you know what, I'm going to take this chance. I'm just going to, even no matter how big or small the gesture is, take it for what it is, because even the smallest shit, a small gesture is a lot for a shy person to just let me go ahead and try. Let me at least say, hey, how you doing today? That small gesture is big for a shy person. They don't know how you're going to receive it. Shy people tend to be like, I'm not really for rejection, so I don't know how I should approach this situation with her.
You go, Mo.
I just want to end this with saying, even though I'm dating a Mexican, I did grow up around strong black women, and I want to say black women rock. Woo!
So why ain't you dating one thing?
Because they weren't in my environment at the time.
Look, him saying that, I bet you like 7, they didn't even hear anything he said.
Right.
Like 7 black women like,
like,
right. The fuck?
They weren't in my environment.
I'm trying to hear none of that. That's funny.
It's not my fault. I'm in a predominantly Mexican neighborhood.
Oh man. So working out in your favor, you know, I know you guys work together. We totally forgot about that fact.
But there's different departments, so that
it's different departments. But when you see them, just ask them out. You know what I mean? You know.
Now, what I want to know is, how did y'all know to follow each other on Instagram? Like, who initiated that?
most likely no.
Really? Think so?
Or people you know, sometimes that shows up too up top. Going back to Mo, man, just how to shoot your shot, just go ahead and do it at work or something like that. Ask him out, see if he's on the same page with you. Just go out and do it. Take the reins for a little while, and maybe things will change up, and it would. You're shaking your head like it's not.
No, I didn't mean to shake it. Go ahead. I'm with you. My bad.
Okay.
Let me go the other way.
Shaking it.
My bad. I meant the 9. I just wasn't.
Shaking it over there, bro.
No, I'm thinking she should put on the whole Nike outfit. Just do it.
Do it.
All right, Mo. Thank you for your email.
Thanks, Mo girl.
Update us, please. We would love to know what happened, man. Exploitpod@gmail.com. We got another email here.
Before we get into that, Riv, you want to say something?
Yes, thank you.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yes, please.
See, I don't classify you as shy because I classify you as particular.
Okay.
And I think those are 2 different things. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think you're shy like you won't approach a girl. They just don't have everything. They don't embody everything you're looking for to approach you. So that's why I don't think of you as being shy. You're just very particular.
But
That's true.
if you did come across somebody who had everything you was looking for, would you approach them? And have you ever approached anybody?
That's a good question.
Because if you say no, you have never approached anybody, I'm going to classify you as shy.
I would classify.
I mean, I don't do it often. I mean, I've
Okay.
approached somebody once in a while here and there, but it's not an often thing that I do. Because again, like Riv was saying, because I'm real particular, and it's not too many that I've seen that I was like, okay, that's kind of like my type. I can see myself, talking to her, try to holler at her or whatever the case may be. So situations like that happened last year, right, at my job. So this is story with Fred time.
All right.
Story with Mac too. But this situation happened last year.
Look, I'm getting comfortable.
Yeah, this situation happened last year where there was this girl that works at the store next to my office, and I would see her walk past my office every once in a while here and there, and I was like, damn, I always notice like, man, she look good. She look really good. And I had this new agent that's working in my office with me now, and we was just talking and everything like that, and he was talking about the girl that I saw. I was like, yeah, I think I'm sure it look good, whatever the case may be. So my new agent one day went to the store to get something, and she tried to put in a good word for me. Like, not to my knowledge, she's just like, yeah, I saw the girl, and I tried to holler at her, whatever the case may be. Just to let her know where we worked at, and see, did she notice you or anything like that? I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Talked to one of her friends that also is a co-worker with her there, and she was like, oh yeah, she's single. Okay. So I go in one day, I get something, I wait in line, I see her in line helping other customers. I get what I'm finna get, I walk out, and before I can make it out the store, I stop and I was like, okay, Fred, you need to go ahead and say something to her. You need to say something to her. So I go right back in, and I'm just like, hello, my name's Fred. I just want to say I think you're really beautiful. Just wanted to let you know that. And then that was it. Okay. So, this motherfucker. But, right. So I do that shit, right? And nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. Then maybe like a month or two later, I'm looking. I see the girl again, and I'm looking at her stomach, and come to find out, shorty pregnant.
Oh wow! Wait, how long? How far?
At this point, she was like 7-8 months pregnant.
Oh wow!
But she hid it like so well that I never knew. I never noticed. So I'm like, oh shit, shorty pregnant. Like, damn, shorty pregnant. Damn, okay. And I'm like, nah, maybe it's just her stomach is just. But I'm like, nah, I think she's pregnant. Sure enough, shorty was pregnant. Then like a month later, she come back, baby. She in the store, off of work, with a stroller. Baby in the stroller. I'm like, yo, shorty, she was pregnant that whole time. And I was instantly like, that motherfucker friend of hers that worked with her, talking about, oh yeah, she's single. Yeah, but you forgot to tell the fact that she's pregnant. Like, you didn't tell my coworker that she was pregnant too. She's like, oh yeah, she's definitely single.
Speaking of pregnant women, we went out last night to a little bar, a little dance bar, and Billy ass was pregnant shaming. He was pregnant shaming, pointing out these. It was two women in dresses, like real hugging, like they was out there.
They was in sundress. Yeah, they was. Yeah,
a freaking dress. I mean, they was
sundress, wasn't.
But it wasn't. How can I say? They weren't out there with these big ass bellies. I mean, they was like in the beginning stages. Like, but you could tell they were pregnant, but it wasn't like you shouldn't be in here pregnant. And they was just trying to enjoy themselves, having a good time. And Billy he had this look on his face. He said, "What? Why they in here?" And I said, "Billy, let them enjoy themselves." He said, "No, they pregnant. They should not be in here."
I was real disturbed. Like, I was like,
was the bar crowded?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so he had every right. He has every right to feel that way.
But they had their own little corner on the dance floor. The bar was crowded, but on the dance floor, it's certain areas on the dance floor where it's space, and they had space. They were just having a good time.
Look, if some shit breaks out, your pregnant ass ain't finna be able to hobble your way through a whole bunch of people and get through safely, or duck down to get through safely, or jump down on the ground real fast because you got to worry about landing on your stomach or the wrong way. I'm sorry, but if you pregnant, yes, have fun, but don't be in situations or in spaces where you're going to be crowded or you're going to be in impossible threat situations. Bars, yeah, I get it. You don't think shit's going to happen at a bar. But motherfuckers shoot at bars. Motherfuckers have fights at bars.
Oh yeah,
motherfuckers have fights and shoots in clubs and movie theaters nowadays.
Like, y'all,
certain shit you gotta
look like. They were on the dance floor. It's the end of the night. At that point, the whole dance floor is crowded, right, depending on what's been playing. Right. You know what I'm saying? We can agree there were at least 3, 4, 5 months pregnant. Can we agree to that?
Yeah. Right.
Okay. They were getting it. You didn't even say that fact. They were getting it on the floor. It was two of them. They were just
literally getting it on the floor?
Literally on the
I didn't see them. I didn't see them on the floor.
They was twerking on the floor.
But keep in mind, okay.
Y'all shaking baby.
That's still functioning. They were still functioning. Like, I'm not going to judge them off that because they can still move. They still function. Like, that belly wasn't that big to where they couldn't bend over and do a little twerk.
So what's the limit? What, they had to be 6, 7. You have to hear contractions.
You know what would have been bad if they was dropping down doing splits. That's what
they did splits.
They bent over there, let twerk. Let them pregnant women twerk. Twerk on pregnant women.
I don't know, man.
So y'all want to go old school and keep y'all pregnant wives in the house.
No, I said you don't have to be in the house, but just don't be in certain situations and environments that you put yourself at home.
I don't think that was the environment for pregnant women at all.
So what's the environment for a pregnant woman?
I mean, a bar is cool. But when we went earlier, Bar Loop, that was perfectly fine to be at. Where we were
so more of a lounge bar.
Dude, I got hit elbow to elbow maybe 17 times last night. You mean to tell me 2 pregnant women that was damn near getting it on the floor? They had their own.
We were more we weren't out there, but we were more around people who were really turning up to that country ass shit. And they had their own little thing.
I think they were black too. They were mixed, right?
But who's to say that's only good? That's probably okay if they was there early enough to where it wasn't as crowded to where they was able to get their own little corner. Because if they got there where it was already packed, it had to maneuver to get their own corner.
They had to
go through all the bumps and hurdles and getting bumped and all the stuff like that too.
I'm not pregnant in the club shaming, but at the same time, I'm kind of pregnant in the club shaming. It really depends. Like, you 2 months pregnant, you just, I just found out I was pregnant. That's fine.
I don't know. Like, if my pregnant woman want to go out and dance, I can't hold it back. I mean, if she's too, I want to take her to no fucking G-Waves. I want to take her to the place we went to.
No,
definitely not. But I found like a little spot, where she could dance. And if it is just a little crowded, we'll just come up with a procedure. Like, okay, I'll walk in the front and I'll move the crowd and you just stay behind me. And then I'm pretty sure whoever's with us will be like, okay, y'all get behind her. And, we just do it like that, But I definitely I wouldn't want to keep her sheltered in the house or just, confined to lounges or not. But, get out there and twerk. Get out there and twerk, little pregnant woman.
That's what he says. Okay, moving on. We got this email. This is from Jessica, guys.
What up, Jessica, guys?
Jessica. All right.
That really tickled his belly.
It's right what it said.
He's holding his belly right now.
Oh, my bad.
Jessica says, I am in an incredibly loving relationship. My boyfriend and I get along so well, and he always makes me feel very special. I feel sure that he's the one I'll spend the rest of my life with. However, he has had sex with a lot of women in the past. We got tested together, so I should point out that there is no need to worry about STIs. I know he is faithful, but it still bothers me that some of the people he slept with were not one-night stands or proper girlfriends, but friends with benefits. Sometimes he sees these women around and will chat with them, which I can't stand. And I am quite a traditional person. I've only slept with people I've been in a relationship with, and I see sex as a really special thing that only 2 people who love and care about each other should do. Oh, good for you. I can't stand the thought of him being with lots of random girls, let alone popping up in our lives at parties and around town. He also likes their pictures on Facebook, which I really don't like. I wouldn't mind this if they were just been friends, but he slept with them. Would it be controlling to bring it up and ask him to cut them out of his life?
No.
Goddamn.
No.
Critter, you been sending emails.
That's why I say don't talk about numbers. Don't talk about numbers.
That's 100% why I don't
That's
do
why
that.
I don't do the conversation.
How many people have you slept with?
Don't. We're not
I
having that conversation.
don't want to know yours. You don't have to know about mine.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that conversation didn't start off with asking how many numbers. It was just the fact that you saw that he was liking all these girls' pictures and was
running into him,
and running into him, and then he was just asking him like, how do you know her? And he was being honest. We used to hook up. And then it probably was like, well, damn, it's a lot of women you done hooked up. How many women you done hooked up? And the number came out. I don't think it's controlling to say, look, man, I'm not comfortable with the fact that you still liking and commenting and conversating with these past women that you used to sleep with, and forgetting that the fact that you are in a relationship with me, and I'm not comfortable with that. I don't think that's controlling at all.
No.
You had me a little lost with the fact about
one night stand part.
Yeah, that part. That part got me
too.
A little bit because I was like, so you would have been okay if he had one night stand, right? Because of the fact that he wouldn't be able to see them and conversate
at all,
them.
right? Yeah.
But I would.
Yeah,
logically, you would want him to be people that he knew, not one night stands. I don't want to. If you know somebody that's had sex with a whole bunch of one night stands,
yeah, that's worse for me. Yeah, that's worse for me.
That's worse for me because. Because
no, I'm kidding.
He got some secret babies out here that he don't even know about.
Right,
pop out of nowhere. Right?
Yeah,
I'm not for the one night stand. So
I think the only reason why she brought that up is because, of course, that and they already got tested, so he don't have anything. So I think that's what she was coming with that. I don't know. Me personally, I mean, it's a lot of factors going on with this email here. One being the whole Facebook thing. If you're not comfortable with that, I mean, there's nothing wrong with a little conversation like, hey, I feel uncomfortable with it. As far as running into women about that, maybe you could have a talk like, man, I don't know.
This shit is easy.
Go ahead.
I feel like I know your ass. I feel like
she in the other room.
Yeah. But being okay, I'm gonna say this like this. I related to so much of the email that I felt like I feel like I could be your guy because been in the exact same shoes. I am in those shoes. So, but the thing is, he's gonna have to give up a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
As I did. He's gonna have to let go of communication with like chicks he slept with, that are still in the picture. Like the ones he's friends with, because it's gonna make you feel uncomfortable, and you shouldn't feel uncomfortable in your relationship because I'm pretty sure you're trying to make a life with him. So he's just gonna have to cut those chicks out. As far as Facebooks, he's just gonna have to let them chicks out. Like anybody he's fucked with, he's gonna have to just cut them loose, because eventually they will become a problem. So he's gonna have to let that shit go.
Speaking from experience.
He might not. Yes, speaking from experience. So he might not get it at first. He might be a little defiant, like, no, I don't want to let them go because we're not on bad terms or some shit like that. Because that's the same shit I said. But eventually, he's gonna have to wise up and say, okay, who's more important? These past chicks I fucked with, or the lady I'm with now, and I'm trying to pursue a future with them.
And a lot of the past chicks can be petty, and they'll do that shit on purpose because they know that they can stir some shit between your relationship. So, yeah, man. It's amazing the shit that when you get to a certain age now, and you look back and be like, damn, I really was fucking up back then. I really should have been making some better decisions.
These women come after you and knowing you in a relationship. That's when they come twice as hard.
Exactly. They want you more when you're in a relationship.
Yeah. But you don't think about that shit when you early 20s and shit like that. It's just kind of like, it is what it is. But
chicks, I think ladies can be just like guys, because guys can sometimes feel so accomplished to pull a chick that's in a relationship. And I feel like women they get that same feeling when they can pull a guy that's in a relationship.
Right. Yeah, but see, and I agree with that, but why that is so dumb is because these be the same females that be like, ain't no good men out here, niggas ain't shit, they all unfaithful, but bitch, you be making some of these niggas unfaithful.
You breaking their home down. You don't want to split the homes up.
You be doing this shit on purpose for a lot of these niggas, and they get mad when it happens to you. Like, you can't expect that. That's called karma, motherfucker.
Yeah. Karma is real, people. She comes around all the time. Yeah.
There's a lot of this email that I gravitated to. I'm gonna have to come to terms when I do get in a relationship. Because I am in situations where it's a friends and benefits thing, and it's gonna have to turn it. It's gonna have to come to a point where I'm just gonna have to cut them off because I'm in a relationship. So I 100% agree that you guys are gonna have to have a conversation about it. He's gonna have to adjust. That's for sure one thing. So. Like I said, just have that conversation. He seems to want to be. There's never not one point in that email he said he was never not faithful. So I don't think you have to worry about that. It's just the extra stuff that you have to worry about. So
yeah, don't worry about the past. Some people have past, some people don't. But just because he has a past, it doesn't matter about his past. It's that he's willing to let go of the past and just keep it forward.
100.
Like I said, he might not agree with everything in the beginning, but if you give his ass an ultimatum, shit, we gonna see. Well, you gonna see.
Yeah.
We'll see because we want to update.
There you go. Well, thanks, Jessica, guys.
Thanks.
We really appreciate you. Give us an update at askthepointpod@gmail.com. Let's keep the ball rolling.
Yeah, that was easy.
Shit, because I think every single one of us has been in a situation like that.
I still think that was correct.
This one. This is crazy. Okay, this is from Drea. This is from Drea, y'all. Drea.
I know. Which one?
No, Drea. No, Drea. I'm sorry, Drea.
What up, Drea, girl?
So Drea says
that was real dry. Can you do that again?
No.
Drea says, I've recently got engaged to my girl. Oh wow.
Oh shit, we got a first lady relationship? Okay.
LGBT community?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
I don't know how we're gonna help with this.
Let's ride.
Okay. Let's see.
Look at y'all. Also, she says, I recently got engaged to my girlfriend of 5 years.
Congratulations.
Congratulations on that. She's wonderful and I've always loved her, but since starting the wedding preparation, she's become a nightmare. I'm not talking about her being a stress head. I've got 2 married sisters, so I was expecting that. I've actually noticed a nasty side of her. First of all, she said I couldn't have my best friend since nursery as my best woman as she's overweight and she claims she'll ruin the photos. Secondly, she said that my stepdad, who raised me from the age of 6, can't be at the top table because it's tradition for the father to be there, even though I've only got back in touch with my real dad a couple years ago. I'm really hurt by this and don't know how I'm supposed to tell the man who brought me up that he won't be at the top table, or my lifelong friend, she won't be the best woman. I should point out I was the best woman at her wedding. I'm not sure what I can say to reason with her. What do you guys think?
That's easy.
Yeah, that's the easy one for real.
It's your wedding too. That is your wedding too.
Right.
I think people try to cater to so many of their groom, or their bride. Like it's not their wedding too. Like, nah, it's 2 people that's getting married. So she gonna have a say about who on her side. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
So you say who you want on your side. Yeah, that's easy.
This is really easy.
Yeah, just let her know.
But at what cost though? Like this can go bad. Like this can go bad.
Right.
We can end somebody's
wedding. But this would be the start of you doing this forever for her. Whatever she says, now you got to cater to what she's saying and hurt people's feelings that you love. It's like, when does it stop?
Yeah, when does it stop?
Well, I mean, right, that's true. And this could end bad because this could end bad for you in any of your relationships or friendships that you have. I mean, I got one of my sisters who's has a best friend that she's been best friends for years, and they haven't been best friends for a couple of years now because her best friend was getting married, and the groom didn't want one of my sisters to wear a suit, like a dress, and my sister is. Again, she not wearing no dress, and it was like there was no budget around that, so that ended a best friendship between them two, my sister and her friend. They not friends no more. They haven't talked in 2 years. Damn near about 2 years, all because the groom was like, "Look, your friend gotta be in a dress like all the other girls," and my sister wasn't for it. So
she a tomboy. I don't mean that right, but she a like tomboy.
My sister is more like she's like the guy compared to the girl, okay, basically. So yeah, I mean, I get that you can't just comfort somebody else in their situation just to make somebody else happy. Like that's not gonna work.
Yeah. It starts off this way. I don't know if this happened prior, but it just seems like it just. Like, you found out about the nasty side as soon as you got engaged, and this is it's just coming up now. So, yeah, I don't.
How long did they say they've been together?
I don't think she said either. No,
she did.
No,
5 years.
5 years. You're right.
I was going to say, she did say
5 years.
They were together for 5 years, and now they
just not seen.
Yeah.
That's a long ass time to hold that type of shit in.
Hold it in there.
Like that's a monster right there. Like,
I mean, but sure. I mean, if there can't be no buzzing, then you gotta ask yourself: is that a marriage that you want to be in? Because now you're seeing this person's hidden colors,
right? Because this your good friend and your stepfather.
Yeah,
like these ain't like just 2 random people. You could be like, no. It's like it's like your bestie and your stepfather.
Like the person who raised you. That can't fly. Like the person who raised you, like being disrespected or like. And
especially like if your real father is your real father even going to the wedding, because like you said, y'all just kind of started rekindling your relationship. Right. So that's a factor too. Like how you gonna do that? But that's more of your choice. If my real father really ain't been in the picture, he just now coming around. But I'm not going to put my stepfather and make it seem like he didn't do shit. He should really be sitting at the front.
I would be highly upset if the woman I got engaged to had told me that just one of my mothers were allowed to come and not both of them. Because y'all know I got 2. So I
got 3.
So you know what I'm saying? So it would be crazy to hear some shit like that.
I got a mommy.
Like that shit would be crazy. It's like only I'm done with
I'm sorry.
No, that would be kind of, if only my birth mother can come and not my other mother couldn't come. That I would fight. I was like, no, she's coming. Like it would be crazy to me if she told me that Fred couldn't be in my wedding, or River couldn't be in my wedding because they wear glasses. Like that would be some kind of stupid shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't get that. So whether you're gonna have to fight for that. You definitely want to fight either that or we don't want to mess up any marriage whatsoever. We have messed up plenty of them.
Any weddings, we don't want to fuck no weddings, none of that.
We ain't messed up shit.
But you gotta fight for that.
It was one email.
I can count at least two, but no, this is one you're gonna have to fight for. That's your stepfather who raised you, and that's your best friend to the end. So go ahead, man.
Don't cave. Like, please do not cave in. If you let her win this battle,
like Dave said, man,
you're gonna be burning some bridges. Like, even if the people say they okay with it, like they understand, it won't be the same. It won't ever be the same.
Or you can try this. I mean, you don't have to try it, but if you want to experiment to see what she'll be willing to give up, you be like, okay, well, you can't invite such and such and such and such. That might show you that she's not willing to meet you in the middle. Because you might have a person that only want it their way, and they don't, you know what I'm saying? And they just like, yeah, no, you're going to do things my way. I'm inviting everybody I want to invite. And you're like, oh, okay, I see how you are. Right. You don't want to meet in the middle. You don't want to compromise. You know what I'm saying? It's just, okay, I see what kind of person I got.
Yeah.
Don't give in.
Don't give in. All right, well, there you go. Thank you, Dre. We appreciate your email. Update us. Please let us know if you put your foot down and,
Yeah, I will be attending the Pride Parade this year, baby. Pride Parade! Okay.
Right now. Okay.
Don't be judgmental, y'all.
I'm not just
saying okay. It's just very random.
It was just random.
Because she's a part of the LGBT community. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure she goes to the Pride Parade.
I get you.
And I will be attending this year.
Okay.
With you all.
I might go.
I'm not good.
I might go.
What you mean, might?
I might go.
You were supposed to be a definite.
When is it? Is it June?
I have no idea. I really don't know.
Okay. I got a lot of things to do.
Shut up.
I got like 4 jokes. Like instant. I'm not gonna get these jokes off. I'm not. Move on.
Move on. Thank you, Dre. Please update us at askthefolkfind@gmail.com. We got one more email. This one is from Anonymous.
Oh, we got Anonymous, girl. What you didn't do? You telling people they can't invite people to the wedding.
Okay, it's not as juicy though, but whatever. Okay, so
this is Jane Doe.
Yeah, I like the fact that Jane Doe is the. I guess
this is Jane Doe.
It's not as okay. You're not sleeping with everybody in your grandfather. Jane Doe.
Yeah.
She said, my husband and I have been together since we were 14 and we're now 33. We've always gotten along well, but for the last 10 years, it's like we're brother and sister. He works shifts and I look after our 2 children, work part-time and care for my elderly mother. So we often go days without really seeing each other or talking. And when we do talk, it's about what we have to do as far as the kids, who needs to pick up the kids or do the washing. And in the last 6 months, I've been following Weight Watchers. After I went along to the meeting with our neighbor, I've gone from a size 12 to a size 4, and I feel fantastic. Shout out to you. I love going to the meetings as it gets me out the house and I've made some new friends. My husband hasn't made any comments about my weight loss other than occasionally saying he liked me just the same before as she lost weight. I find this really hurtful because I'm making such an effort, and it would be nice if he could just recognize this. The other trouble with losing weight is that I've started to notice the fact that my husband is gaining it. He works night shifts and his diet is terrible. And when he's not at work, he just sits around watching TV or goes down to the bar with his friends. It feels like ever since I lost weight, a wedge has become between us when I thought it would make life better. What can I do?
They're on different paths right now. Yeah. I can understand it completely. She's on the path that she found herself, and she's trying to better herself and her health and her weight. And now she's seeing he's just let it go. Like, he don't care. He's just let it go. Or he could have been doing this, and
that's where I was gonna go. Yeah. Like, now you're trying to tear him down. Like, that's why I don't agree. Is like, because that happens when somebody gets start getting on a diet, but then they looking at you. It's like, wait, this is what I've been doing. Like, don't call me out. We was doing this together.
Yeah,
actually,
right.
Like, so
piece of everything.
Right. Like that. Don't, because you doing something in your life don't mean I gotta adopt that same thing.
Yeah.
So, and he probably thought you were beautifully big. So so the fact that he not commenting, I understand it's hurtful, but he saw you as a certain way. That's how he fell in love with you. Maybe he didn't want you to lose weight. Maybe
I think he liked big ones.
You're right. He could like big, so that won't be appeasing. Somebody who's into big women. Right. That's not the person I fell in love with.
Exactly. Yeah.
Especially it depends on how'd you look when y'all met. Like, if you was already a certain size when y'all met, and now you're going to a whole totally different looking person, like you said, I mean, you probably just. But I love you, but that's not what I was originally attracted to. I was originally attracted to you at this size, and now you're dropping down to below that size, and it's taking some time for me to adjust to. That's like I can understand it. Like, that's if I was dating somebody that was a thick girl, and then next she lost so much weight that she turned into a size 2 or something. I'm gonna be like,
where your ass go?
Yeah, like, hey, I like when you had thick thighs, and you had a nice ass, and now you kind of looking slim.
That too. Looking hungry.
You slim now.
Yeah.
I'm attracted to thick chicks, and now you slim. I still love you, but I mean, I'm not physically in the same attraction level that I used to be now because you lost so much weight. So that could be it too.
I mean, but hey, by all means, we are not knocking you on your health journey.
Absolutely not.
I support
absolutely
it.
Not.
I support it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I would tell you to keep on going, but you can't judge him because he's not on the same journey as you. I mean, you can talk to him, and see if he wants to get involved, and you guys can do it as a team.
Together,
spend more time with each other. In the gym, y'all know that can turn into quality time. But if he turns that down, you got to remember, like, when y'all met, he wasn't on that journey, so you just gotta love him for who you met. But I will say this: if he starts getting way bigger than the guy you first met, then I go by a contract. I told my lady, we met like this, so this is how we should stay. But so we came with agreement, if one of us starts just getting out of shape, if we violate the contract,
then she would be fired right now. Because she changed first.
Yes,
so she could. It wouldn't even go. It'd be like, once they sign, it'd be like, okay, you're fired. Because you already shoot. Yeah, so she'll be shooting herself in the foot.
I would say that. You violated the contract first.
So keep that in mind.
This is null and void.
Yeah. You fucked up first.
But I feel like, no, everybody should take care of themselves. Nobody should just get content in a relationship and just let themselves go. So, it's different ways to look at it, but just keep in mind you met this guy before the journey, the fitness journey, so just keep that in mind.
There you go. I mean, there's nothing else further. Thank you, Jane Doe. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Let us know if I'm pretty sure he's not gonna go down that path just now. He's pretty. You guys been together since 14. I don't see him like, oh yeah, you're right.
I got Hispanic
to the gym right now, but yeah, I don't.
But keep the fitness going. Keep the fitness going.
There you go. I think that's it for us, guys. Polypod@gmail.com. That's the emails, voicemails. Still looking for voicemails. TPOIApodcast.com is the website you need to go to. All 44 episodes are there on the website.
Obama.
Yeah, there you go.
Now we on 48.
You know what? Stop it. Stop it. All 44 episodes, including this one, is available on tpypodcast.com. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Google Play, Stitcher Radio, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, YouTube. We're also there. Podcastingcolor.com. We're there. We're on the directory. We're on the talk category, so check us out there. And all the other black podcasts or podcasts of color, of course.
And we supposed to be going to WWE.
You know what? Let's stop this. You stop this now. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter at TPOI Podcast. Christian Mingle. We're on Tinder. You know what I'm saying?
Are we? Did y'all make us a Tinder page?
No, we ain't on WWE neither.
Just what is it? Swipe right.
Swipe right on TPOI Podcast.
Swipe right.
Yeah.
Say that fast 5 times.
Swipe right.
Keep going.
Swipe right.
It's all right.
It was the Kickstarter. No, we're on Facebook. We're on Twitter at TPOIA Podcast. You got me doing it now. Instagram TPOIA_podcast.
Just put the drop in there.
Yes, sir. Anything else before we go?
Rate and review.
Rate, review, and subscribe to the show. Of course, you want to do that. We're getting all the rates, and we definitely all the 5 stars. So we appreciate those. Reviews, we still looking for those. Subscribe, keep subscribing, guys. It's great to see that we're still we're still under the hundreds. It's great to see that we dropped to 53. Rick had told me yesterday, so that's okay. We're cool with that. We're content.
Look, at this point, this is not even look at the numbers.
Yeah, it's not
even pressing out, seeing.
You know, I'm feeling like it's that sex conversation. I don't want to know the count. I don't want to know the count.
We gotta stop looking. No. This is not the number. This is not the number I wanted to see it at. But it's good to see we're still in the top 100s after like 100,000 podcasts out there. So thank you for that. Keep listening. For myself, River 2 R's, Freddie, or 1B, Fred Mac 2.
You did?
Stop that. It's the 40 Podcast. Thank you, man. See you guys.